More than 600 schools island-wide have been mangled by Melissa. That disclosure by the Education Ministry following discussions with affected principals earlier this week. The ministry says it's reassuring all schools the government stands ready to support with rebuilding and repair. Giovanni Dennis caught up with senior minister officials in Westmoreland late Friday afternoon.
The Culloden Infant School here in New Hope, Westmoreland is one of several schools that the government has already done its pre-assessment to see the extent of the damage caused by Hurricane Melissa. Now, this school, like many, will begin the rebuilding process come Monday, according to Permanent Secretary Dr. Kassan Troop.
At this point in time, we know of 616 of our schools that have indicated that they have damages. And it's not just those parishes most affected. We have other schools in other parishes that have indicated damage. But we are committed. And I just want to reassure our principals that as we delivered in Beryl, the damages pursuant to the passage of Beryl, we will deliver again. In the first cut, we got $2.5 billion from the Ministry of Finance through the government of Jamaica. And we were able to expend all of that as a Ministry of Education. And in the same breath, we will do so again. We have done the preliminaries already. I must say to Jamaica that our minister has presented a submission to the cabinet just yesterday. And she has written to me as I'm on this journey today to indicate that there will be a meeting at 2 o'clock on Monday to discuss the instructions of cabinet to determine how we will move forward.
As you can see, hopping over fence to look at the property that has been destroyed all over the place. Even solar equipment here significantly damaged. Chairs for the children out in the open. And the damage is wide scale and just very obvious to see. This school, though, like very few, has a sponsor. And the Education Ministry says that foundation will be looking to help to rebuild the school given the damage caused by Hurricane Melissa.
We have a culture of our partners pulling together. What is important is for us to have the data available, what each school needs. We have the Adapt a School. In the same way Sandals Foundation is doing this, other entities will come on and Adapt a School.
The government is inviting corporate Jamaica, though, to play its part because it says not every single school will be able to rebuild on its own or the government will be able to afford. And so corporate Jamaica has been asked to adopt a school.
I use this opportunity to call on our corporate partners. Every Jamaican that is able to assist a school, we call upon you today to prioritize the education system. We have to get our students back in the environment. We have to get our teachers back so we can give hope. The schools in their communities, they are centers of hope and inspiration. And I think when we bring life into the school, we bring life back into a community. So I encourage our partners out there to come on board with the Ministry of Education.
Now, JTA President Mark Malava has called for the government to focus on the psychosocial support for teachers and principals amid this call to have schools reopened as soon as possible. Now, the government has responded to those issues raised.
Since I've been appointed state minister, I have been very shocked to realize I was a teacher, so let me just put that on record. And until I became state minister, I had no clue that the JTA is facilitated monthly at meetings held by our permanent secretary, and they have a forum to share their views and their concerns. So many of what is being articulated in the public space by the JTA, I am not afraid to say that they are not very sincere in some of their utterances.
Is Mark Malava grandstanding, quite frankly?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm just saying that if you do not know, you wouldn't know that the JTA has a forum to share their issues and concerns, and we've always been very accommodating of their issues and concerns. Just recently, our education minister, Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon, and the opposition spokesperson on education released a joint statement. So at this time, we don't want dissenting voices.